What is a blockchain? Derek Mazzarella, here with Gateway Financial Partners. I'm going to help explain what a blockchain and blockchain technology is and how it could potentially be used in the future. So there's a few concepts for us to consider and go through. So I'm going to walk you through a couple of them. The first is a centralized versus decentralized. You may have heard these phrases, but you may not know exactly what they mean. Most of the things we do now in life are based on going through an intermediary or a central location. Most people now use bank examples, but we're better than that. So we're going to use something a little more fun. And let's say Pearl Jam's out there and you want to buy some tickets. So what traditionally happens is you go to a company like Ticketmaster and all the little fans out here are going to say, awesome, I'm going to want to go see Pearl Jam, so I'm going to go buy tickets through Ticketmaster. Now, what helps is that you go to one place and they all have tickets for Ticketmaster, but the problem is, as you've probably all seen, is they upcharge you all these different fees, processing fees and blah, 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 and made up fees that we don't even know what exist. In a decentralized world, basically, Pearl Jam can make tickets available and all the different fans can essentially buy from each other, or Pearl Jam can sell it directly to consumers and they can build their own network without using an intermediary. And they're able to do this using the technology on the blockchain. So what exactly is the blockchain piece of it? So if we have a little block here, do my 3D drawing. There's a few components to the block to really look at. And really all it does is it's kind of a virtual ledger. So think way back in the day when you went to the library and you had to go use a Dewey Decimal System and take out a card, you had a record of all the other people that took the book out before you did. The blockchain technology is doing that, but doing it virtually for you. So how does it keep track of it? Basically, it gives kind of like a fingerprint is probably the best way to describe it, but it has a record of a transaction that occurred. So the first one would be the Genesis transaction, and then it'll have another transaction for the second iteration of something. So let's say we use that ticket example again. Pearl Jam made the tickets available here, and then now it shows that I have purchased that ticket. So now it shows the record of I have the ticket right here again. And then when another transaction occurs, basically another block is built and linked to the chain. So we're going to build another block here. Right, and so it has this transaction here, and then we're going to have another first transaction saying, okay, now this ticket was transferred over here to this new block and shows ownership. So basically, over time, we're going to keep building up these ledgers that stack on and create links and therefore create a chain of blocks, also known as a blockchain. The beauty of this is it's much more challenging to hack. So if we kind of go back to this example here, and let's say it's a bank, for me to rob a bank, all I have to do is go to the intermediary here, right? All the money's in the safe. I'm going to go right to that bank. But in a decentralized world, if I want to rob the bank, basically, let's say these are safes at every person's house. So I would have to go to each person's house or computer and rob that computer to get the money from the bank. So it's a much more safe system because multiple people are verifying transactions, not just one party verifying a transaction. So it's much more challenging to actually affect the data in the blockchain. So this can be very useful across a number of different use cases. And that's what's going to be the interesting to see moving forward is how are we using this to use things like smart contracts and keep information. One of the big areas I see can be used is with supply chain management. We always see these E. coli outbreaks. The challenge is we don't always know where exactly the chicken came from or the lettuce came from, but having a technology built around these blockchains will really give us a specific example where every chicken came from or every head of lettuce came from, so we can actually hyper target, where the outbreak came from, which would help, save obviously thousands of dollars. So that in a nutshell is a real 101 course on blockchain technology. Derek Mazzarella with Gateway Financial Partners. Happy to help answer any other questions you may have.